PL200 Microsoft Power Platform Functional Consultant, latest exam questions and answers, 2024. Question. A company is using a model-driven app. When users view contacts for an account by navigating to the related tab, they do not see the job title column in the default view. You need to configure the view to include the job title column. Which view should you configure? Options. A. Advanced Find. B. Quick Find. C. Associated. D. Default Public. The correct answer is C. Associated. Explanation. When users navigate to the Related tab in a model-driven app, they are viewing the associated view for the relationship between the entities, e.g., accounts and contacts. To display the job title column in this scenario, you must configure the associated view of the contacts entity. Here's why the other options are incorrect. A. Advanced Find. This is used for performing searches and generating views dynamically, not for configuring default views on the Related tab. B. Quick Find. This configures the fields available for searches in the search bar, not for displaying data in the Related tab. D. Default Public. This term isn't directly tied to the context of the Related tab or associated views. Correct answer, C. Associated. Question. You create a Canvas app to collect information for emergency medical technicians. You must perform a calculation on the blood pressure screen to display a score result to the user. You must use a variable for only the blood pressure screen. Which function should you use? Options. A. Collect. B. Set. C. Clear. Collect. D. Update context. The correct answer is 2D. Update context. In a Canvas app, update context is used to define or update a context variable, which is a variable that is scoped only to the current screen. Since the requirement is to use the variable only on the blood pressure screen, update context is the correct function to use. Why the other options are incorrect. A. Collect. This function is used to create or update a collection which stores multiple rows of data. It is not used for single screen variables. B. Set. This function defines or updates a global variable which can be accessed across all screens. However, the requirement is for the variable to be screen-specific. C. Clear Collect. This function clears all data in a collection and then adds new data. It is used for managing collections, not single-screen variables. Example of using update context. Power Apps, update context, blood pressure score 120. This sets a context variable blood pressure score to 120 on the current screen. The variable blood pressure score will only be available on the blood pressure screen where it is defined. Question. You are developing a Canvas app named App 1. The app has two screens, Browse Screen 1 and Edit Screen 1. Browse Screen 1 includes a vertical gallery named Gallery 1, and Edit Screen 1 includes an edit form named Form 1. You need to ensure that an item selected in Gallery 1 is populated in Form 1. Which property should you configure? Options. A. Set the default mode property of Form 1 to Gallery1.selected. B. Set the data source property of Form 1 to Gallery1.selected. C. Set the item property of Form 1 to Gallery1.selected. D. Set the onSuccess property of Form 1 to Gallery1.selected. The correct answer is C. Set the item property of Form 1 to Gallery 1 at selected. Explanation. The item property of a form determines which record the form displays or edits. By setting the item property of Form 1 to Gallery 1.selected, the selected item in the gallery will be populated in the form when navigating from Browse Screen 1 to Edit Screen 1. Why the other options are incorrect. A. Default mode. This property controls whether the form is in New, Edit, or View mode. It does not populate the form with data. B. Data source. This property specifies the data source for the form, e.g., a table or collection. It does not determine the specific record displayed. D. On success. This property is triggered after a successful operation, e.g., saving the form. It does not control which record is displayed. Correct configuration. To ensure the form displays the selected item from the gallery, Power Apps item, gallery1.selected. Question. You build a Canvas app for a food testing company. Users enter their food preferences in the app. Users must be able to submit multiple values at once. You need to configure the functionality. Options. A. Checkbox. B. Combo box. C. Slider. D. Drop-down. The correct answer is B. Combo box. Explanation. The combo box component in Power Apps allows users to select multiple values at once. It is specifically designed for scenarios where users need to make multiple selections from a predefined list of options. Why the other options are incorrect. A. Checkbox. A checkbox allows users to select or deselect a single value. Multiple checkboxes would need to be manually configured for multiple values, which is less efficient. C. Slider. A slider is used for selecting a single numerical value within a range. It is not suitable for selecting multiple values. D. Drop-down. A drop-down menu typically allows selection of only one value at a time unless explicitly configured for multi-selection, which is less common and less user-friendly than a combo box. Correct usage. To enable multi-selection, 1. Add a combo box to your Canvas app. 2. Set the items property to your data source. 3. Enable the Allow Multiple Selections property. This allows users to select and submit multiple preferences efficiently. Question. You have basic user access to a new Microsoft Power Platform environment. You need to provision a new Power Pages in the environment. Which security role should you be assigned to provision the portal? Options. A. System Customizer. B. System Administrator. C. Environment Maker. D. Service Writer. The correct answer is B. System Administrator. Explanation. To provision a new Power Pages, formerly Power Apps portals, in an environment, the System Administrator role is required. This role has the highest level of permissions, including the ability to create and manage all components such as Power Pages. Why the other options are incorrect. A. System Customizer. This role allows customization of components but does not grant permissions to create new Power Pages. C. Environment Maker. While this role allows creating apps, flows, and other resources, it does not provide the necessary permissions to provision Power Pages. D. Service Writer. This role is not relevant for creating resources like Power Pages. Summary. To provision a new Power Pages, you must have the System Administrator role, as it provides the required access to manage and create Power Pages. Question. You manage a Microsoft Power Pages site. You need to allow users to download content from Power Pages by using web files. Which external location can you use to store the web files? Options. A. Microsoft SharePoint. B. OneDrive for Business. C. Microsoft Azure Blob Storage. D. Microsoft Stream. The correct answer is C. Microsoft Azure Blob Storage. Explanation. Microsoft Azure Blob Storage is commonly used for storing and serving files for Power Pages, formerly Power Apps portals. It provides scalable and secure storage for web files, allowing users to download content from Power Pages efficiently. Why the other options are incorrect. A. Microsoft SharePoint. While SharePoint can store files, it is not natively supported for direct integration with Power Pages for serving downloadable web files. B. OneDrive for Business. OneDrive is designed for personal or business file storage and sharing, but it is not integrated with Power Pages for serving web files. D. Microsoft Stream. Microsoft Stream is a service for video storage and sharing, not for storing web files. Summary. To enable file downloads in Power Pages using web files, Microsoft Azure Blob Storage is the correct choice. It integrates well with Power Pages for content delivery. Question. You need to use Microsoft Power FX to create formulas in a Canvas app. Which type of low-code language enables this? Options: A. Compiled. B. Declarative. C. Assembly. D. Interpreted. The correct answer is B. Declarative. Explanation. Microsoft PowerFX is a declarative, low-code programming language used in Power Apps to create formulas. It focuses on defining what the app should do rather than detailing how it should be done, making it simpler for non-developers to use. Why the other options are incorrect. A. Compiled. PowerFX is not compiled into machine code. It is interpreted in real time within the app. C. Assembly. Assembly language is a low-level language used for hardware-specific tasks, which is unrelated to PowerFX. D. Interpreted. While PowerFX is processed in real time, its nature is declarative rather than being fully interpreted like scripting languages. Summary. PowerFX is a declarative, low-code language, making it ideal for building formulas in Canvas apps. Question. You are configuring a main form in a model-driven app for the contact table. You need to display columns from the parent account on the form. Which form type should you configure for the account table? Options: A. Card, main. C. Create. D. Quick view. The correct answer is D. Explanation. A quick view form is used to display fields from a related table, in this case, the parent account, on a form of another table, in this case, the contact. By adding a quick view form for the account table to the contact form, you can show selected columns from the related account without duplicating the data. Why the other options are incorrect. A. Card. A card form is used for compact layouts and interactive dashboards, not for displaying related table data. B. Main. The main form is used to configure the primary interface for a table, but it is not designed to display related table data on another table's form. C. Quick Create. A quick create form is used for creating new records quickly, not for displaying related data. Summary. To display columns from the parent account on the contact form, configure a quick view form for the account table. Question. You manage a Microsoft Power Platform development environment. You need to implement a mechanism to avoid duplicate component names across different solutions. Which solution property should you use? Options A, B, publisher, C, version, D, configuration page. The correct answer is B, publisher. Explanation. The publisher property in Microsoft Power Platform Solutions is used to define a unique prefix for components, such as entities, fields, and views within a solution. This prefix helps avoid duplicate component names across different solutions by ensuring that each component name is prefixed with a unique identifier. Why the other options are incorrect. A, name. The name of the solution identifies the solution itself, but does not enforce uniqueness for component names. C, version. The version property is used to track the version of the solution and does not impact component naming. D, configuration page. This is used to define custom configuration settings for the solution, not to manage component names. Summary. To avoid duplicate component names across different solutions, you should use the publisher property to assign a unique prefix to components. Question. You are developing a new Microsoft Power Platform solution for a company. The product within the solution must be applied as a third-party component to other environments. Which type of solution should you use? Options. A, unmanaged solution with custom publisher. B, managed solution with custom publisher. C, managed solution with default publisher. D, unmanaged solution with default publisher. The correct answer is B, managed solution with custom publisher. Explanation. A managed solution is used when deploying a solution as a third-party component to other environments. It is locked to prevent unintended modifications and ensures integrity. Using a custom publisher adds a unique prefix to components, avoiding conflicts with components from other solutions or environments. Why the other options are incorrect. A, unmanaged solution with custom publisher. Unmanaged solutions are used for development purposes and are not suitable for distributing third-party components because they can be modified in the target environment. C, managed solution with default publisher. While a managed solution is correct for third-party deployment, using the default publisher does not ensure unique prefixes for components, which can lead to naming conflicts. D, unmanaged solution with default publisher. This option is incorrect for the same reasons as A and does not meet the requirements for third-party deployment. Summary. To apply a third-party component to other environments, you must use a managed solution with a custom publisher to ensure integrity and avoid conflicts. Question. You manage solution deployment between Microsoft Dataverse environments. You import solutions from several customizers. You need to update the components that support merge behavior. Which component should you update? Options. A, model-driven app. B, Cloudflow. C, Dataverse table. D, Canvas app. The correct answer is A, model-driven app. Explanation. Model-driven apps and their components, such as forms and sitemaps, support merge behavior during solution updates. This allows changes from multiple solution layers to be combined without overwriting existing configurations, making it possible to maintain customizations from various sources. Why the other components are incorrect. B, Cloudflow. Cloudflows use top wins behavior, where the topmost solution layer determines the runtime behavior. They do not support merge behavior. C, Dataverse table. Dataverse tables also use top wins behavior. meaning updates from the top solution layer override changes in lower layers. Merge behavior is not supported. D. Canvas app. Canvas apps similarly use top wins behavior, where the layer at the top of the solution stack defines how the app operates at runtime with no merge functionality. Key concept: merge behavior ensures that updates from different layers coexist without overwriting each other, preserving existing configurations. Of the provided options, only model-driven apps support merge behavior during solution updates. Question: you create a Canvas app in a Microsoft Dataverse solution. The Canvas app calculates values from data entered in the app. You deploy the solution to downstream environments. Users report that the calculations return formula errors. You need to diagnose the issue with the Canvas app. Options: A. Power Apps Checker. B. Microsoft Power Platform Admin Center. C. Microsoft 365 Admin Center. D. Solution Import History. The correct answer is A. Power Apps Checker. Explanation: Power Apps Checker is a tool designed to analyze apps, including Canvas apps, for issues such as formula errors, accessibility problems, and performance concerns. It provides detailed diagnostics to help identify and resolve the cause of errors in your app. Why the other options are incorrect. B. Microsoft Power Platform Admin Center. This is used for managing environments, users, and capacity, but does not provide diagnostic tools for identifying formula errors in Canvas apps. C. Microsoft 365 Admin Center. This is primarily used for managing Microsoft 365 services like users, licenses, and billing. It does not diagnose Power Apps. D. Solution Import History. This tracks the import status of solutions but does not diagnose issues within an app's formulas or functionality. Summary: to diagnose formula errors in a Canvas app, use Power Apps Checker, which provides comprehensive insights into app performance and issues. Question: a company is implementing Microsoft Dynamics 365 sales. Orders must be updated within 5 days after being placed. The customer wants an error message to appear in the orders table if an order is not updated. You need to create the error message. Options: A. Cloudflow triggered on a daily schedule. B. Business rule. C. Business process flow. D. Data flow. The correct answer is business rule. Explanation: a business rule in Microsoft Dynamics 365 is used to enforce logic at the table level, including validations and displaying error messages. You can create a business rule that checks if the order is updated within 5 days and displays an error message on the orders table if the condition is not met. Why the other options are incorrect. A. Cloudflow triggered on a daily schedule. While a Cloudflow can automate actions on a schedule, it cannot directly display error messages on a form or table. C. Business process flow. Business process flows guide users through a process but do not enforce table-level validation or display error messages. Data flow. Data flows are used for data integration and transformation, but are not relevant for displaying error messages or enforcing logic in a Dynamics 365 table. Summary: to display an error message if an order is not updated within 5 days, configure a business rule in the orders table. Business rules are designed for real-time validation and user notifications. Question: you manage a model-driven app. Users often enter data incorrectly in a model-driven app form. You need to display business recommendations based on business intelligence to help the users. Options: A. Business process flow. B. Workflow. C. Cloudflow. D. Business rule. The correct answer is D, business rule. Explanation. A business rule in a model-driven app can be used to display business recommendations directly on forms. These recommendations guide users by providing suggestions based on conditions and logic, helping them avoid data entry mistakes and improving data accuracy. Why the other options are incorrect. A. Business process flow. This is used to guide users through a process step by step, but does not dynamically display recommendations on forms. B. Workflow. Workflows automate background processes and do not provide real-time recommendations or guidance on forms. C. Cloudflow. Cloudflows automate processes across services, but do not interact directly with model-driven app forms to display recommendations. Summary. To display business recommendations based on intelligence directly on a model-driven app form, configure a business rule. Question. A company is using Microsoft Dynamics 365 Sales. Managers must receive an email when a salesperson creates a new opportunity that is greater than $5,000 United States dollar. You need to create a flow to send the email. Options. A. Scheduled cloud flow with a switch action. B. Scheduled cloud flow with an apply to each action. C. Automated cloud flow with a condition action. D. Automated cloud flow with a switch action. The correct answer is C. Automated cloud flow with a condition action. Explanation. An automated cloud flow is triggered automatically when a specified event occurs, such as when a new opportunity is created in Microsoft Dynamics 365 Sales. To check if the opportunity amount exceeds 5,000 USD, you can use a condition action within the flow. The condition ensures that the email is only sent if the specified criteria are met. Why the other options are incorrect. A. Scheduled cloud flow with a switch action. A scheduled cloud flow runs at specified intervals, but this scenario requires real-time triggering when a new opportunity is created. B. Scheduled cloud flow with an apply to each action. This is unnecessary since the flow must act on a single event rather than iterating over multiple records. D. Automated cloud flow with a switch action. A switch action is used to handle multiple conditions with specific cases. In this scenario, a single condition, amount greater than $5,000, is sufficient, making a switch action unnecessary. Summary. To send an email to managers when a new opportunity greater than $5,000 USD is created, use an automated cloud flow with a condition action.